And the Jono.
And the Jono.
Yeah, you had to make it super awkward, didn't you, mate?
I did.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, Molzo, what are we doing today? I mean, it was a bit of a giveaway from the start of the video.
Yeah. Well, new drum kit, mate.
I know.
How exciting.
I am super excited.
What is it? You gonna tell everybody?
It's a drum kit made of wood.
Yes.
No, it's the Daru Jones New Yorker.
That's right. You had to think about it.
I did for a second. It's been a long day. No, it's the Daru Jones New Yorker PDP made by DW traveller kit.
Yeah, it's very, very cool, mate. Yeah. This kit has been a long time coming for us, eh?
It has been. I mean, probably like almost a year and a half, 2 years in the making. Was it Christmas a year and a half ago? It was.
Yeah,
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, we were down in Brisbane.
Yep.
In Australia.
In Australia there.
Yeah. Went to Brisbane to Just Percussion.
Just Percussion to pick up a few little bits and pieces.
That's right. We had no intention of trying drum kits.
No, we just go in like cool drum store. Like walk in there, it is like drummer's heaven. So walked in, was like, hey, can I try some cymbals? The kit that they had in the cymbal room that I could, try the cymbals with was the Daru Jones.
And it was tiny. Like,
it was.
I didn't think it would sound very good.
What was your first, I was about to say first impressions?
Yeah, I saw it, I went, okay, well, PDP,
it's small.
It's tiny.
It fits in the room.
I don't think they put it here for us to play, but I mean, it's here, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How good was it?
It sounded amazing.
Our trip back to the Sunshine Coast.
That's all we talked about.
We went there and tried some really nice cymbals, picked up other stuff. Our trip back, Daru Jones kit.
That's it. That's it. We didn't even talk about the gear we bought.
No.
So, over the last year and a half, this has been like one of the bucket list things for JBDrumTalk is to get the Daru Jones kit and to review it on the channel and have a bit of a play and that sort of stuff. So, mate, outside of us hearing it and it sounded amazing in Brisbane, what was the other reason that you considered this kit?
Well, I mean, outside of what we do here and our day job as teachers and that, like gigging, carrying on and playing at lots of different clubs, and like we've mentioned in other videos, it's not like set up at one place and stay there for a long time. It's in and out every night. Yeah. And it takes a toll, especially as you get older.
That's right.
Not that old.
Traps cases.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
So it's really nice to have good hardware and it's all that kind of stuff. But when you're doing it 3 to 5 nights a week,
that's it.
Tell you one thing: when you pick up that light hardware bag, you go, ah!
Just like that.
Just like that.
Let's give them a bit of a review. We're going to talk through in terms of the sound the kit produces.
Yep.
We're going to look at the portability, which obviously the portability. And then we want to talk about durability because there are a couple of things to discuss here. So let's go through the little demo that we've got and then maybe we'll come back for a chat.
Sounds good.
Yep.
See you
soon. Jono?
Yes.
That sounds good.
Man. Like, for the size, right?
I can't get over the kick.
Out
of everything.
I was about to say, what's the standout thing that, like in that audio sample? That kick drum.
Now, let's go through some of the stuff that we are actually running here. So, we are running stock heads.
Yep.
We are doing no muffling or mutes on any of the toms or snare.
Yep.
We do have some bits and pieces in the kick drum.
So the kick drum came with a little...
a tiny pillow.
Yep. So that's against the front head, and then I've added a little bit of that foam.
Yeah, literally the stuff off our wall is... a small piece of that is in the kick drum.
Just because we use the 901 Sennheiser, just so it's not sitting on the timber.
That's right, yeah, just to get the sound.
Yeah.
Now, with no muting, muffling, anything like that, except for the kick...
Yeah.
We just applied the black DW preset we have, and that is what you're hearing. The sound out of this kit, out of the box, is amazing.
Yeah. Ready to go pretty much.
That's right. I mean, if we were going to change anything, obviously you would swap over your top head.
Snare, toms has to change. Like, for me personally, I'd want something that's a little bit more tighter in sound, that Like, you probably heard the floor tom, it sounds great, but it kind of rings on a little bit. Now, you can fix that with noise gates and whatnot, but if you want something that naturally is a little bit tighter, the heads need to change.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, you can look at our other videos where we've done the snare head reviews and that sort of thing. We'll probably end up with a Evans G2.
On the toms,
and, yeah, just the stuff we've recommended.
HD drum, snare, or something like that.
It wouldn't take much to make this sound like a very, very expensive drum kit.
Yeah.
You know, comparable to the one behind us and that sort of thing. So it is punching well above its weight as far as sound goes.
Like, you could use that in so many different genres and styles. So, just from that sound that we got then.
It is meant to be mic'd up.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, if we can walk into a shop and go, this sounds amazing, then it's a pretty good sounding kit.
Yep.
How about we talk about our next one?
Yep.
This is probably the major draw. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, to be like putting this into perspective, we've done our video on the HW3 Yamaha lightweight hardware.
Yep.
This is almost half a kilo lighter than that hardware.
Yeah.
That is just insane. It's absolutely ridiculous.
The one thing though that, you know, we're adding from the kit and all that is the tom mount.
Yes.
And the floor tom legs.
Yes.
Which would probably make up about a similar weight. Maybe a little bit heavier,
yeah,
but
that's right.
still, compared to a normal traps case.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So
all
light.
of it is crazy light. I guess the added feature with this is how small all of your drums are as well. Like the super shallow floor tom.
Yeah.
Now, I'll see if I can get some footage. We packed all this down into the bags that are provided with the kit.
Yep.
It's literally 2 bags and a hardware case.
That's it.
You know, everything could be walked into your gig in one trip.
Yeah, and it's not like you're building a whole kit when you get there.
Yeah.
Like, everything's ready to go. The only thing that you have to really kind of do is extend the bass drum legs.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, all the stands is the natural thing when you're pulling them out of your traps case. I don't know any traps case that'll hold a huge, long cymbal stand ready to go.
Yeah.
And most traps cases don't even hold your hi-hat
I've
stands.
seen one, and it's about the size of this table.
Yeah.
On wheels.
Yeah, you need like a van or a station
No,
wagon.
don't do it. Don't do it.
This kit you can chuck in the back of your Hyundai Swift or something. I don't know if that's even right.
Hyundai Swift.
I don't know
brands.
cars.
Car brands.
I don't know
Amazing.
cars.
Yes, it's a Suzuki.
Suzuki
Swift.
Hyundai. What's a Hyundai? I don't know.
So yeah, like the toms and all the drums are crazy small.
Yeah.
The hardware is crazy light.
Yeah.
What was one of the coolest things that we saw on the kit? The black thing at the bottom.
Yeah. You're giving me the cues.
Yes. Hit nudge.
So on the bottom of the bass drum is the bass drum clamp mount. And it's like an extra attachment that goes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So there's a riser down the bottom.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one set up this way before. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
it's like a floor tom leg clamp that it clamps onto.
yeah, and the riser sits underneath your drum, never makes contact with the floor.
No, and it's a plate that you clamp your bass drum pedal onto, but it's adjustable in length as well. So if you like a little bit more reach in the beater, you can have that. But if you want it a bit more shallower, so you've got more options than just clamping straight onto a bass drum.
Yeah, they've really thought about the design of the kit.
Yeah, and it's even got the little cutout on the hoop. Remember?
Yeah,
So you can,
that's right.
It's really well done.
Yeah, it's one of the cooler things that I've seen on this kit that
Yeah.
I haven't seen anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know? How about we move on? We'll talk about our durability. Now, it's contagious. Durability.
That's the word.
Okay. This is probably where I'm most nervous.
Yes.
You know? We reviewed that HW3 hardware from Yamaha, and it's really good.
Yeah.
You know? Prefacing this, we haven't run this kit at gigs.
No.
This literally came out of the box. You saw us pulling it out of the boxes.
Yeah.
We've had it for a day. Okay? But looking at it now, the pole for all of the stands is really, really thin.
Really
so thin. And it uses flat base stands. That what we call it?
Yep.
So the legs actually fold down and you're running a flat bottom section. Now, I can't say that it's going to fall over. I can't say it's weaker than the other ones because we haven't tested it. But there's very little structural angled support compared to a standard stand.
So, like, personally, I'm not going to take this kit, or I don't know that this kit would work well going to a rock gig, you know?
Yeah.
Something where you're smashing the heck out of the cymbals and all that kind of
That's
stuff. I reckon it'd fall over.
Yes.
Personally.
I think it is what it is, and you need to treat it as such.
Yeah.
So if you were taking this out to gigs, then you have to look after your hardware a little bit more than you would in other situations.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, as we go forward, we will keep you up to date.
Up to date.
Well
Well done.
So good.
Come on, you can edit.
Up to date with what happens with this hardware.
Yeah.
Because if it does stand up to the gigging world and what we need it to do,
Yeah.
this is a winner.
Yeah.
You know? It's really, really good. I suppose the other thing to talk about here is that this kit isn't just a kit.
No.
It comes with the hardware and the bags and everything included. The only thing missing from the setup was a kick pedal.
Yep. Kick
That's
pedal.
right. So,
But I'm using a double kick pedal.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
I
I mean,
mean-
it is targeted for those drummers who already have that.
Yeah.
You know, this is a second kit for you.
Yep.
Well, an 8th or
But-
20th, you know? But
You could do 20. Yeah, that's right. But like, I reckon you could get the 6,000 pedal that would probably fold down flat. That
That's
doesn't
right.
have the fixed bass that isn't
Yeah.
the 2-wire clampy things.
Yeah.
Um,
So, I guess,
Technical.
like, what you're getting for the money that you pay for this kit is incredible. Now,
is.
I did a quick Google before we started. The regular retail price in Australia is $2,399.
Yeah.
But I found it on online stores that I've used before for $1,600.
That's
$1,600 for the kit plus hardware plus bags with a set of skins. Like,
it's a no-brainer.
yeah. I mean, if you're looking at any portable kit, this is sort of the best option you could look at.
And then you get that sound that you heard earlier.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we compared this to a couple of other kits.
Yeah.
Beforehand, we looked at the DW.
Mini Pro.
Yeah, Mini Pro. We looked at one of the Tama ones. We looked at a heap of different kits, and this is by far the best deal.
Yeah.
You know? So, should we tell them?
Yeah.
What's happening next week?
What's happening next week? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't work at this channel.
Jono.
I don't even know live. No. What's happening next week?
Next week,
We are reviewing this kit.
against the Franken kit.
Oh!
Because this is like the ultimate shootout. This
Yeah.
is the whole reason we built the Franken kit to a point.
Yeah.
Because I was also considering going out and buying this kit.
Yeah.
It was that good. I was like, that's what I want. I hate the color.
Yep. That's true. Yeah.
I hated the color, and I looked for a different color. If you want to know, this doesn't come in anything except for like the gold
The black
sunburst
gold,
sparkle.
that one.
Yes, I didn't like that, and I went looking at some other kits.
Yeah.
That's why we went Frankie kit.
Yeah.
Can a kit that you spend a small amount of money on and buy second hand with HW3 hardware, with some good cymbals, stack up against a brand new Drew Jones gigging kit?
Yeah.
So, next week,
You gotta watch it. Check it out.
you got to see the comparisons. We're going to do side
And we're
by
not going
side.
full out Frankie kit. We're going to go like comparable sizes.
Are we?
Oh, 100%.
I got everything.
I'm going to tackle him in like
Listen,
arm lock.
We'll have this fight next week. Let's leave it there. Guys, have a fantastic week. Thank you for
Thank you
watching.
so much. We'll talk to
Like,
you soon.
share, subscribe, all the things. Bye-bye.
Oh, happy